Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-August 2021 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Skills Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo. This will not resonate with every Virgo that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Virgo, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Virgo. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Virgo and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means that you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright Virgo, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use my sound bowl to clear the energy, to help me tune into the energy, just help dive into the frequency of the individuals involved in your love life. If you have headphones on, warning, just take them out. They may be a little loud, or just turn the volume down. Let's go ahead and see. Interesting. Just very quickly, sometimes I get visions, I hear things, sometimes I share them, sometimes I don't, but I saw someone going to the bank to make a bank deposit. And it gives me Pentacles vibes. You could be dealing with another earth sign, possibly another Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. But what I kind of felt from that is that someone's ready to invest. Someone's ready to commit, perhaps, or is thinking about that a lot. Like someone sees a lot of value in you, Virgo, has a lot of great times being around you, so why not give more into this? But let's go ahead and see who wants to come into your reading and why. I'm tuning into an energy that is in or around your energetic field as someone who has romantic feelings or intentions towards you at this very moment in time, whether you're together or apart, whether you're single or taken. Let's see who wants to come through for my beautiful Virgos for mid-August love reading. Past life relationship. So I kind of picked up on past life energy with Gemini's reading. If you're involved with the Gemini, or if you have strong Gemini in your chart, I highly suggest checking out the Gemini reading to see if there's messages for you there. There's a strong, unexplainable pull between you and someone else, and a connection that somehow, even if you guys grow apart, you always come back together. It's like, you know, you can place, I'm seeing this weird image of placing two magnets on either side of the room, and slowly but surely, even if it takes amount of time, somehow you guys always end up back in communication, always end up back in this connection that I feel it's hard for you guys to really resist each other. You try, you leave it alone, you let it breathe, and then someone is just can't hold out enough for very much longer enough to reach out to the other person, and it just re-sparks this again. So maybe that whole deposit type of thing I was seeing was someone trying to slide into your messages again. I was seeing like a little check going in the slot. It could have just been a mailbox, I guess. But you guys can't keep away from each other for very long, can you? The problem is at the bottom of the deck we have deception. So a couple things with this, and usually with the bottom of the deck it usually indicates me past energy or gives me a brief background. Someone wasn't being completely honest with you, Virgo. Whether that was with their feelings, we'll kind of dive a bit into the tarot to see what this is all about, or if they were being a bit shady. You know, I kind of get, for some of you, this energy of someone leading the other person on, and then, you know, it gets too close, it gets too real, and that's when they pull back. Something along those lines. Someone is afraid of commitment, someone's afraid of opening up. Whatever this is, they feel the need to wear a mask to protect themselves. Not just talking about COVID. But anyway, don't know why I said that. It may resonate with you guys. I really hope you don't have COVID. If you do, I hope you recover as quickly as possible. Maybe that's why you guys kind of stopped talking in the first place, was because of the COVID restrictions or something around the pandemic. But anyway, I feel like you guys left things not on such great terms the last time you were in connection with each other. Again, this is not your first rodeo with one another. This is something that completely goes on and off throughout, a good amount of your life even. I'm even seeing this, I'm seeing a graduation picture. You could have met this person in high school, even middle school, perhaps college. But I think this person's coming back. They're coming back. I feel that very strongly. And I'm also seeing blonde hair. They could have blonde hair. You do. Recently changed your hair color to something lighter. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. The Fool. Aries energy, Aquarius energy. They want a whole new beginning with you, Virgo. Another cycle to go through. They're coming back. But you don't trust. The thing with the Fool is that the Fool is very, I would say, aloof. I would say definitely doesn't stay in one place for too long. Is on to the next if something else happens. And let's get into this. Let's keep on pulling cards before I speak any further. This person really annoys you. I could see that already, because this person just, what they want is something that comes with other things. So highest hopes, Ace of Pentacles, deepest fears, Ten of Pentacles. What they want is a new beginning with you, where you will be there for them, you'll be there for each other. A start to something that they think will happen or last for the next few months, but they're afraid of the Ten of Pentacles, which is going all the way, which is a long-term, stable, continuous, reliable connection. And it feels, Virgo, quite honestly, that this person wants to have their cake and eat it too. I said that for another reading, I forget which one. But it's as if this person, they keep you around again, because with the Ace of Pentacles, you are someone who is valuable. Spending time with you is always worth it, is what I'm hearing. Having you in their life is always worth it. But then they chase, then they run away. That's the cycle with it, Virgo. They're the chasers and the runawayers, which is annoying you and has annoyed you for however long this has existed. It's like you're never the one to hit them up, they always come back. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Whew. Okay, so different than Gemini's reading. I gotta be 100% honest here. This is karmic. There's a karmic debt that you two have from a past life, from unresolved issues that have happened early on in this connection, or that can still continue to happen. But this is almost the addiction you have with each other, or they have for you. But for them to come up in your reading, there's some sort of chain here between the two of you. I would say bond, but it feels more like a chain. You can't really escape each other, it kind of seems, or you can't escape from them, it kind of feels like. Devil energy, Capricorn energy. You could have Capricorn in your chart, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. It does not have to be the case in order for this to resonate with you. But there's just this ongoing karmic cycle. Will it ever change? Will it ever finally end? How many times do you ride the same amusement park ride before you get bored of it, That's kind of what I'm sensing. But at the same time, the pull between the two of you is so strong. The chemistry between the two of you is so strong. And the memories of the passion that you guys have shared time and time again still is a prominent aspect of this connection, and as why they always come back, Virgo. And maybe you two both play this game with each other, right? You know the connection better than I do. But the thing about this person is that they're not the one to give up their vices. They're not the one to give up their independence. And they feel to be in a committed relationship is giving up that. And they may have told you about this before, the reason why they never stay, or the reason why they don't believe in marriage or commitment, or whatever the conversation you guys have had about this. Then why come back if you know that's something I want, is kind of what I'm getting the sense of. But let me say, it does feel a bit toxic. And I think you recognize that, Virgo. I think they do too. But somehow you always end up back in this connection again. And I even feel there's been times where someone's blocked the other person, and then eventually, okay, you know what, time's long enough, I'll unblock them. And then that's when they notice and come back. That type of energy. Maybe they're on timeout right now, but they're waiting to come back. So let's go ahead and get into this. How they feel about this connection and about you. The Fool card. Like I said, Aries energy, Aquarius energy. They want a new start. Here they come. Again, back in your life. Wanting a fresh plate, scrape all the junk that happened in the past off. So you guys could have this together again. But, you know, I still feel that frustration from someone here. I feel it's you, Virgo. Really? Again? And to even think that I could ignore everything that has already happened up until this point. They feel a bit entitled to your time and your energy, Virgo, I gotta say. Or someone here does. This person, I get like they're kind of like a goofball, or like they're like in school they may have been like the class clown, the person who always makes the jokes, who everyone loves to be around. But a bit, I gotta be honest, there's an energy here, whether it's you or the other person, of self-centeredness. I guess and to some degree you kind of have to think that you can just reappear like Houdini every single time you go ghost. But this is how they feel. They're ready to come back, Virgo. They're ready for another start, another beginning. It's almost as if with every new book they write about, or this is metaphorical, right? But like every new book they start, every new phase they have in their life, they want you to be a part of it, or at least be the first chapter. I don't know why I explained it like that, but that's how it's kind of coming through here. Someone could always carry around like a messenger bag or like a laptop bag, maybe because they always need their computer with them for work, even if they do work remote or come over to your house to work. What they think about this connection with you, or think about you, Ace of Wands, Sagittarius energy, that it's gonna take off. It's done. It's happened before. That you two will just get back into that passionate chemistry that you have with one another. Little do they know. I'm just getting the sense of, oh really? You think it's going to be that easy? I do feel if they were to return, it's definitely through like replying to one of the pictures you posted, like, you know, on Instagram, it's like messaging into your inbox of one you posted and be like, damn, you're looking good. Or like replying to your stories. If you don't have social media, I feel they'll email you. This is definitely electronic. Even try to FaceTime you out of the blue is kind of what I'm getting here. But they think this is just going to take off where it left off. Start climbing again. You guys, man, I don't think I could say that on YouTube. But let me just say, you take each other to that peak, that climax, when you guys are physically together. If you haven't been, I don't know, maybe you have like had certain dirty messages exchanged to one another, and they can only imagine. But they're thinking it's really going to be successful, their return. They really do. What they like the most about you, Virgo, 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy. You are someone who's giving. You are someone who's generous. You are someone who is a good friend. You maybe do something for, you know, like a side project of helping people, of investing. You could, again, like something with like money, banking. You could be a manager somewhere. But you're someone who is hardworking, and not only are you hardworking, but you love to take care of those people that you love, you know. But I don't think if they do return, you're not going to show them this side of you. You've already done that, and it didn't get them to stay. It didn't get them to be legit with you. But I think they are relying on the fact that in the past they were able to come back, and it was something where you guys had this connection again. But you're not a doormat. That's what they gotta learn. What they don't like about you, 4 Swords, Libra energy. Some of you could even be Libra, Virgo, cuspers. I mean, you're giving them the silent treatment. Big time. I heard from Spirit as deserved. Okay? Again, crosswatcher, if Virgo's doing this to you, just flip the roles, right? But you're not giving them, you know, one message. You're not going to reach out. You're not going to be the first again to do so. And maybe you already have ignored their message, or even just like what I'm seeing is the little heart thing. You just hearted it, but you didn't say anything after that or liked it. But you're silent, and your silence is driving them a bit crazy. Or for the fact that, you know, you haven't engaged with them the way you may have before after not hearing from them in months. Maybe you're like, okay, I'll be the first to reach out. Not this time. What they like the most about this connection, sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but 3 of Wands, somehow you always back together again. They send their energy out, you send your energy out, and you guys do come into union time and time again. Aries energy. And when this is the hardest thing about it, is that when it is on, you know, the passion is there, the flame is there, the union is there. You guys have intense makeout sessions. Even just kissing before it gets physical is intense. And someone loves grabbing the face of the other person, grabbing the back of the head. Sorry, had to move my head just because I felt that kind of strongly. When it's on, and that's just what hurts the most in some sort of ways. You know, knowing how strong what we have is, how can you keep on just pulling away? And here is the truth of it. What they don't like about the connection, King of Pentacles. Taurus energy. They don't want to commit. They're not the commitment type. You've heard them say this before. They're not wanting to tie themselves down to anything that would ask too much from them, that they feel they would have to give too much of. And that's the agreement they have with themselves. But Virgo, do you agree with that as part of your contract? If you don't, try to negotiate. If that's never worked, can this ever be something that you want it to be? This person may have a really nice body that you really like too, that they're toned, or the curves are nice, or whatever it is that turns you on about them. Their body is something you love. I am getting someone who likes to work out. Go to the gym, definitely. Highest hopes, Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You can start this again. That you guys will have this new beginning again. But this is the thing, I feel like they're going to sell it the way you want. The way they know you want it from them. It's almost as if, like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's that big hand holding the coin. You grab that coin and then you realize it's foil wrapped around it with a piece of chocolate in it. You know, it's almost like they are telling you everything you want to hear. And that's what their plan is, to sell it as if it is this golden coin. So, you know, Virgo, with all the cards that are being shown, what I'm feeling, just be careful, okay? And warning, you know, not all that shines is gold. And I think you've already kind of learned this from this person in some sort of way. And someone could wear gold jewelry. Deepest fear is 10 of Pentacles. That you're expecting a commitment from them. You're expecting family with them, marriage with them. And it's okay to not believe in marriage. It's okay to not want to have a family. You know, but even if it's not either of those two things, just simply being committed to one another. Being real with one another. To ground this Virgo energy into something where I would be happy with in the future, in the long run. Where I don't have to guess the stability. I don't have to guess the longevity. And they know this, you know. They know this, that this is what you want to some degree with them, or did at one period of time. And that's why they try to resist reaching out to you. That's why they try to resist coming back in your life. But there's just something about you, the chain that connects between the two of you, that's a karmic chain that keeps you guys together. And maybe in that aspect, there's something that has to be learned in all this, has to be understood in all of this. And until that happens, this chain is just going to exist between the two of you. I just saw like a camera flash or like a light flash. You may be seeing like blinking lights recently. Maybe that's Spirit's warning for some of you guys. Like, pay attention. Anyway, to see the likely outcome of this situation, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, I will pull a card from this deck here. And I'm going to ask Spirit if there's anything else we need to know about this person, about their intentions, why they're returning, why they're coming back. If there's anything you need to know for your highest and greatest good about this situation before we wrap up and head to the extended reading. Loud and clear, not the one. So this could be Spirit's thing telling you, Virgo, this is not the one. This is a karmic. This is someone that you've had to experience to learn something about yourself, learn something about your expectations, your priorities, and how to evolve them, perhaps. And some of you may be like, damn, Mermaid, I promise I healed, I thought I healed from this. Then there's something they haven't learned on their end, but they don't have to drag that into your life. But you're also not the one to be messed with. You're not the one to be played. This time around, it's a different energy coming from you because you learned from the last time they left. And that's something they're going to get hit with pretty strongly. Let go of the past. Yeah, it's time to move on. Maybe they've tried. Virgo, maybe they've tried to move on from you, from this connection with you. They've tried to be with other people. It just always ends up back towards you in some sort of way. They always remind themselves of you in the times they've had with you, the chemistry that they have with you that they don't have with anyone else. And that's why they're unable to let go of you and let go of the past. But Spirit's ringing it in very strongly that there's something better out there for you, Virgo. Or if they can't learn that you're not the one to be messed with and played with, if that's just something they're incapable of doing, and you let this person back and you still see they're up to the same way, it may be just time to recognize that despite the strong chemistry and pull between the two of you, it just always ends up in a collision or an explosion, and you're left with the fallout. Anyway, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what's likely to unfold, but more importantly, what do you need to know about this situation, about this person, and about your love life, Virgo? We're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading. Are they going to return? How are they going to return? Will they be changed? We'll see. I'm going to overturn this card here in the extended reading to see the likely outcome. And I'm also going to pull some oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this connection in general for you. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Virgo, I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way and has given you clarity and insight in regards to your love life. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Want to win a free 30-minute personal reading with me? Check out the description box and scroll down a little bit to see how you can enter your chance to win the one only personal reading I give away each month to a lucky subscriber, in case you're interested. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.